Welcome back to Tactic Tester episode 3. Today we're looking at a bold one. Malaquias best 3-4-3. According to creator, this is the best tactic they've made in Football Manager 26. Aggressive, fluid and built to dominate both transitions and in the final third. This system uses a front three designed to stretch the pitch and constantly attack space. Supported by 2 advanced wide players and a double pivot that keeps the ball moving quickly. At the back, you've got a 3-man defensive block, with 2 ball-playing defenders stepping in to help progression, while the wing-backs become essential outlets in attack. In possession, the team plays very high tempo, looks to counter fast and attacks through narrow channels to overload central spaces. Out of possession, it's all about winning the ball back quickly, engaging early and keeping opponents under pressure. On paper, it's direct, high energy and designed to overwhelm teams, with constant movement and numbers in attack. The big question is, does it actually work over a full Premier League season? Right, that's the breakdown. Now it's time to see whether Malaquias' best 3-4-3 really lives up to his name. No transfers, no tweaks, no matchday interference, just a tactic versus the league. Let's hit simulate and see what happens. Alright, let's break down the season with the Malaquias best 3-4-3 and see how it actually performed over the course of the test. So starting with the results, this tactic delivered a real mixed bag. We had some big highs like the 5-1 against Sunderland and a solid 3-0 win over Everton, but the lows were brutal. We got smashed 5-0 by Liverpool, taken apart 5-1 by Aston Villa and slipped to multiple flat 2-0 defeats where the team never just got going. And in the cup competitions, nothing special either. In the EFL Cup, we went out into the quarter-finals to Nottingham Forest. In the FA Cup, we were still in the third round, but nothing resembling a cup run. So yeah, the results all over the place, but nothing that suggests long-term success. Now on to the big one, the league. United were sitting 11th at the time the board decided enough was enough. And yes, we got sacked. And in this series, being sacked means the league position automatically gets the lowest possible score of 0 stars. Next up, goals scored. We managed 28 goals in 20 matches, which works out to be 1.4 per game. Not good enough for a tactic that's meant to be attacking, aggressive and built on fast transitions. There were flashes, but nothing consistent. So for the goals scored, I'm going to give it a 2-star rating. Defensively, yeah, it wasn't pretty. We conceded 32 goals, around 1.6 per match, and far too many of those were heavy defeats. The back three got exposed constantly, especially in transitions and against teams with pace. So defensively, this tactic failed to hold up. The goals conceded rating, we're giving it 1 star. So overall, the Malaquias best 3-4-3 just didn't live up to the hype. The attack wasn't sharp enough, the midfield struggled under pressure, and defensively the shape fell apart far too easily. We then put together a meaningful cut run, we barely scraped mid-table, and of course the tactic got us sacked halfway through the season. Fun idea, interesting structure, but in practice nowhere near good enough for the Premier League. So overall I'm giving this tactic a 1 out of 5 rating. And that wraps up episode 3 of a Tactic Tester series. The Malaquias best 3-4-3 promised a lot, but we have seen the Premier League is unforgiving. And this setup just couldn't survive it. Plenty more tactics still to come though, and we're only just getting started. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit the like button, drop a comment telling me what tactic you want tested next, and of course subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll put another FM26 tactic to the test. Doodles.